Have you seen the news? There's a zombie apocalypse coming in 1 month. What should we do? You and I have 1 month to prepare for this zombie apocalypse. We need food, medical supplies, and water. The food and medical supplies are pretty simple to get, but the catch is we don't have enough water. Why? Well, the house we live in has 2 taps that have clean, drinkable, running water. The problem is that these 2 taps run extremely slowly. Let me give you a visual representation. Here we have our tank. It has 2 taps. I also took the privilege to see how long it would take each of these taps to fill this tank of water individually. A cistern can be filled by a tap in 12 hours and by the other tap in 9 hours. If both taps are open together, how long will it take to fill the cistern? Well, here we have the cistern. In order to make it easier and see how long it will take to fill this cistern or tank of water, I've labeled both of these taps. I've labeled the first tap as tap A and the second tap as tap B. Well, let's see what we know. We know that tap A takes 12 hours to fill this cistern or tank of water by itself. We also know that tap B takes 9 hours to fill this tank by itself. So how can we figure out how long does it take both these taps to fill the cistern? We have to see how long it takes each of these taps individually to fill this entire tank or cistern of water. So let's do that. Starting with tap A. In 12 hours, tap A can fill an entire cistern. So if we divide both sides by 12, we can see that in 1 hour, 1/12 of the cistern can be filled. Now, let's do the same with tap B. For tap B, it can fill an entire cistern in 9 hours. So if we divide both sides by 9, we can see that in 1 hour, 1/9 of the cistern can be filled. Now that we know the rate that it takes for both of these taps to fill the cistern individually and how long it will take them to do so in 1 hour, let's see how much of the tank can be filled in 1 hour if both of these taps are turned on. So how much of the cistern can be filled in 1 hour? All we have to do is add these 2 rates, as the first rate shows how much of the cistern can be filled in 1 hour for tap A, and the second rate shows how much of the cistern can be filled in 1 hour by tap B. By adding both of these rates, 1/12 plus 1/9, which we can simplify down to 3/36 plus 4/36, and use the least common multiple in the denominator, we can see that in 1 hour, 7/36 parts of the cistern can be filled. Going back to the question, we can see it is asking how long it will take the cistern to be filled if both taps are open. Here we know how much of the cistern can be filled in 1 hour. However, we need to find how many hours it will take to fill the entire cistern, or how many hours will equal 1 full cistern. We can do so by multiplying 36 on both sides and dividing both sides by 7. therefore, as you can see, I've multiplied the other side by 36. And by dividing both sides by 7, we can see it would take 36 over 7 hours to fill the entire cistern of water. Looks like we have a lot of work to do.